Yeah, just, you know, I thought we were ready to play, and really it was a disappointing situation that happened for everybody involved. And, Notre Dame's a great team. I feel like, you know, to be shorthanded the way that happened, I'll leave that up to the Big Ten and National Official Association, and we have a lot of rules in place now for these situations, and they're hard, and I think I'm not saying that we would have won the game, but I think it affected the game, and we have to be smart and move forward, and that being said, there's some things we did tonight. In the first half, I thought we're good. The first quarter, and I thought we were ready to play. And unfortunately, 40 minutes, and you got to go from there.
Hi, Maggie Hendricks with Alley Sports. Do your it's so rare to have any sort of dust-ups quite like that in women's basketball. Do you think they even knew that it was a rule to not leave the bench?
Well, I think, again, I'm not going to get into all of it. There's no reason. I think, our players were all trying to do the right thing. I don't know if Notre Dame's players came off the bench. I don't have, 12 camera angles yet. So that's, like I said, I'll let the league deal with it and just go from there. But the game itself, I think we did some good things. And then, I said Notre Dame is really talented. So you got to play them for 40 minutes. They're going to make shots.
Mel Daly came off the bench and had sort of a flash 8 points and looked fairly confident with the ball. What is her movement going forward?
Yeah, Mel had some injuries early, and we're trying to get her back. She's an explosive player, same player that had 21 points. We won at Iowa last year and against the league champions, so she's capable. And I think, we just got to get her and get a couple other players too in the rotation where, they can help us offensively. We're not we're young, and we've got, we're a much different team than we were the last 5 years. But I think we can be really good. We get, we're playing a really tough schedule, and I think, games like tonight, if we're smart, it'll help us. And by the time we hit the Big Ten, hopefully, we'll have more of a rotation.
Obviously, the ejections kind of gave your bench forwards an opportunity to play. What do you see from them down the stretch, even though, it was a blowout?
Well, again, Kaylee Walsh, Courtney Shaw, Jazz McWilliams, big part of our team, obviously. So that was a challenge for us. But it also, as you mentioned, gave them a chance to step up. We feel like every day in practice, which, we're in a stretch, we're playing a lot of games, but in practice we see Mercy, who we're really excited about. I thought she did a good job tonight against, talented front line. So, again, a lot of these guys are, they just haven't played enough yet together. So, that certainly helped them to get on the floor against, in this environment.
Joe, Niel called it a teaching moment for both teams. What happened at the end of the first half? Do you see it that way? How do you look at that?
Yeah, like I said, I got to look at the tape. I don't know what happened exactly, other than I went on and tried to just make sure my players, didn't get further involved in anything. And I think, Notre Dame, player and Page, they were just kind of wrapped, started, just these things happen when on rebounds, when you block out, they just were like hooked together and just pushed each other or whatever. Like I said, there's a lot of tape to watch. I think one of the Notre Dame players came running into that from, half court or whatever. So I think that probably is a teaching moment.
Coach, Olivia Miles had 21 points prior to her ejection. How difficult is a player like that to game plan for?
Yeah, she's really good. Yeah, she's a really good player. They got a lot of really good players. That's why they're ranked in the top 10. And we were excited. Muffet, McGraw, and I, we would scrimmage every year, and we just could never really put games together. So we'd always scrimmage in the preseason, great games. Nia Coffees and Maggie Lyons and all the great players they had, the Jewel Lloyds and the Skylar Diggins and whatever. So we worked hard to try to put a series together to play this. So and to get it at home, it's great for us. And then we'll move on. So we go back to Notre Dame next year, but they're really good. And I feel like their strength is their ability. They all can step out and shoot. They all, they execute. They pass the ball really well. I thought we did a good job of attacking them in the first half, of getting to the basket. We just didn't shoot real well. But to your point, and like I said, we worked really hard to get this series. So, I'm disappointed that what happened for all of us, both teams.
All right, I'm gonna wrap it up there. Thank you. We are not gonna have players today, so.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you, Coach.
Thank you.
Coach.